How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my NBA first basket picks for today, Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, like, comment, and share if you haven't already done so. The BS continues, that's the bullshit continues. Yesterday, we only hit one first basket straight up pick. Once again, the parlays were, pretty much trash. And if I look to the side is where I have my little setup with my computer and my notes. So just to kind of backtrack and show you how things are going again. As I mentioned in my previous videos, this is what the reason why I kind of stopped betting on first baskets for the first week of the NBA, just because I knew things were going to be a little weird. But it continues. We had a couple of bad days. We had a great day the day before when we hit 4 straight up picks. Yesterday was another bad day. So, Matisse Thybulle hit the first basket for the Portland Trail Blazers. This is a guy that hardly averages 6 points a game. So that's the BS right there. Grayson Allen hit the first basket in the Bucks game. Again, a guy that you will never, you will never pick even in a million years. Even if you have, a Back to the Future car, and you knew he was getting the first basket, you still won't believe it. Then we got Al Horford, who's hit twice, I think, this week. He's starting to kind of pull it through, so I don't see that much of a BS with him. Same thing with Cam Johnson. He's hit two first baskets since getting traded to the Nets. But again, with all those scorers, I didn't think he was gonna get the first basket. I thought it was gonna be either Brunson, Randall, or Bridges. He ended up getting the first basket. Unfortunately, in the Lakers game, AD ended up not playing, which again, I tell you guys, I do these very early in the morning. So make sure you're checking the lineups and turn on all your notifications for, whatever app you use to watch sports. So Malik Beasley ended up getting the first basket in the Lakers game. Jaden Ivey, again, someone you would not expect to get the first basket. So he got it in the Pistons game. Bam, which we got in the Heat game straight up. Triple J, which we actually had in a parlay. He hit for the Grizzlies. And then Ayton, again, I don't know why I just didn't bet him straight up. I told you guys, I kind of went on a rant saying that I kind of bet him blindly. I forgot to do that yesterday. Put him in a couple of parlays and I lost. So, again, the BS continues. Let's try to keep this going. And I do have a special parlay for that at the end of the video. So let's get on to the picks. We got the 76ers versus Mavs. So there's only 4 games. First game we're going to go through is 76ers versus Mavs. They haven't played yet. Embiid is day-to-day. He ended up not playing yesterday, which kind of hurt our parlays. Again, take a look at that before before the games or before you put in your bets. I do these early again. I'm taking that risk. You don't have to if you don't want to, do your bets this early. So again, I think Embiid should play in this game, especially against the Mavericks. So I'm going. Let me see. Sorry about that. That's not the first game. First game is Raptors versus Wizards. Sorry about that. So they also no prior games. Monte Morris is out for the Wiz. Everybody else looks like they're going to play. They haven't played a game against each other yet. It looks like Porzingis is going to be back. And again, this is someone that I take kind of almost blindly now. Go-to guys parlay again. If you guys been watching me for a while, or if this is the first time, I usually do 3 to 4 parlays. The first one is my go-to guys parlay. Those are the ones that, the guys that I trust the most and the guys that have been cashing with me the most in terms of, guys that I know are probably going to take the first shot for their team or going to get the first basket outright. So this first parlay is my go-to guys parlay. And for the Raptors versus Wiz, no surprise, I'm going with Porzingis. Again, Jacob, I forget how to pronounce his name. I always forget. He got traded from the Spurs. Jacob Pertl, that's how you say it. Jacob Pertl got traded from the Spurs to the Raptors. He's starting now at center. This might throw a little bit of a wrench in terms of who I think is going to win the tip. But I'm banking on Porzingis to play, and I'm banking on him to win the tip and also get the first basket. So that's my first pick there. Second game is actually the 76ers versus Mavs, which I already explained. They haven't played a game against each other yet. Embiid's day-to-day. But if he plays, I'm taking Embiid. So far we got Porzingis and Embiid for my go-to guys parlay. The third game, we got the Pacers versus the Spurs. They played one game already against each other back in late October. Jacob Pertl was still with the Spurs, and there was no Turner in that game. So pretty much it was Jacob Pertl versus Jalen Smith. Pertl won the tip, and then Jeremy Shohan makes a layup. So they made the first basket. Right now, it looks like Halliburton, Keldon Johnson, and Brogdon are day-to-day for their respective teams. Trey Jones, Romeo Langford, and Isaiah Roby are still out. They've been out for a while. They're not expected to play. So in terms of this game, I'm going with Turner, Miles Turner. Especially if Halliburton doesn't play. I think he's going to have to step it up in terms of scoring and rebounding. It's pretty much going to be him and Buddy Hield starting lineup. Then Mathurin comes out the bench. He's actually a pretty good sixth man of the year candidate, even though I think Brogdon is going to run away with it for the Celtics. But he's still a scorer. But again, he's coming off the bench. So I expect Turner to hit that first basket. I expect him also to win the tip-off against Collins. So I'm taking Turner there. Then the last game, this one is kind of tricky just because Zubac is back. And we have the Clippers against the Warriors. They played 2 games against each other already. First one was in late November. Second one was on Valentine's Day. The first one, pretty much everyone played for Golden State. Obviously, we got no Curry now for Golden State. For the Clippers, there was no PG or Kawhi in that first game. So it's kind of, I want to say it's almost kind of like a throwaway game. It was Looney versus Zubac. Looney won the tip. Wiggins misses a 3, and then he makes a dunk. So Wiggins got the first basket in the first game. Second game, no Curry. Pretty much the current lineup for Golden State was there on Valentine's Day. And everyone for the Clippers that is there now played in that game except Westbrook. So Westbrook wasn't there yet for the Clippers. In that game, again, Looney versus Zubac. Zubac wins the tip. A couple of misses from PG, from Terrence Mann, Clay, Terrence Mann again, and then DiVincenzo makes a 3. DiVincenzo is one. I think I might have bet this game. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the games that the BS started happening. And DiVincenzo made a 3. So I think we had Kawhi in that game. But in terms of my pick for my go-to guys parlay, I'm going to take Klay Thompson. He's been amazing the last couple of games, especially after Curry suffered that injury, unfortunately. He's been scoring like crazy, and I'm going to take him here. So for my go-to guys parlay, we got Porzingis. For the Wizards, we got Embiid for the 76ers. We got Miles Turner for the Pacers, and then we got Clay for the Golden State Warriors. For the second parlay, I'm going with Bradley Beal in that Raptors-Wiz game. Again, I believe Porzingis is going to play, and I got a pretty good feeling that he's going to win the tip-off. Bradley Beal has been facilitating a little more. He's always getting 4, 5, 7 assists, but I think he's going to score in this game. And I'm taking him, especially going up against, I believe Van Vliet is going to be guarding him. Smaller guy, not as physical. Bradley Beal's probably going to score a good 20 points in this game. So I'm going with Bradley Beal. Then for the Sixers-Mavs game, if Embiid doesn't play or if somehow Powell wins the tip, I'm going to take Luka. I told you guys, a couple of videos ago, and then the video from yesterday, I told you guys Luka has been scoring a little more. He's been more aggressive, especially since he knows if he goes to the bench, Kyrie's going to be, but Kyrie stays on the floor. He knows that Kyrie's going to be, facilitating a little more. Again, that's the reason why Luka's assist has been down, because Kyrie is taking more of that role as well. So I'm going with Luka there. Then for the Pacers and the Spurs, I'm going with Buddy Hield. Again, he's gonna have to step up his scoring. It's one of those things that if Halliburton doesn't play, Hield has to step up his scoring, because if not, they're probably gonna lose. So I'm going with Buddy Hield. And then in the last game, Clippers versus Warriors, the tip can go either way. As you can see, these two teams played twice already. Looney won one tip and Zubac won the other. Expecting Kawhi to hit this first basket here in this game. So second parlay is going to be Beal for the Wizards, Luka for the Mavs, Hield for the Pacers, and then Kawhi for the Clippers. The third parlay, we got Raptors versus Wiz. I'm going to take Siakam. Siakam is one of those guys that I kind of trust. I always pick him at least 15, 20 points every game, and he hits them pretty much almost every time. Pick him on 4, 6 rebounds, put him on a parlay, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. It's almost automatic. So I'm going with Siakam there. Then for the Sixers, Mavs, I'm taking Harden. He does have an advantage in terms of physicality over whoever's going to guard him. It's either going to be Luka or it's going to be, Kyrie. So I'm taking Harden there for the Sixers and the Mavs game. Then for the Spurs and the Pacers, again, Keldon Johnson is day-to-day. If he plays, I'm taking him in this game. So I'm taking Keldon Johnson as my third pick for the third parlay. And then the last game, we got Clippers and Warriors. I'm going to take PG, Paul George. So third parlay, Siakam, Harden, Keldon Johnson, and Paul George. For the long shot, and again, this could probably be the next one that I'm coming up with. But I'm taking Kuzma. I'm taking Kyrie. I'm taking Collins from the Spurs. I'm taking let's see. I made a mistake here. I picked two guys from the same game. I'm going with Poole. So I'm taking out Westbrook. I was going to pick Westbrook, but he's passing the ball a little more. So I'm not going to take him there. So the long shot is going to be Kuzma for the Wizards, Kyrie for the Mavs, Collins for the Spurs, and then Jordan Poole for the Golden State Warriors. That's going to be the long shot parlay. Now, I came up with this because of all this stuff happening. I don't want to curse because I don't want to get banned by YouTube. But this is going to be that's that bullshit parlay. So basically, the bullshit has been happening. Guys that never get a first basket are getting first basket left and right. We saw it with Magruder. We saw it with, Matisse Thybulle. We saw it with Grayson Allen. We saw it with Cam Johnson. We saw it with, a bunch of guys that, never get the first basket, and they're scoring now for the first basket. And again, that's the reason why I took off a week after the All-Star break, because all these things are happening, all the new lineups, all the new trades that happen. I knew it was going to kind of be all bunched up together and things are not going to be normal. But for this parlay, I'm going to take Jacob Poeltl for the Raptors. Just again, it's the BS parlay. It's something that, taking most of the guys that are either second, third, or fourth highest odds, or worse odds, and putting them all together, because it's just been that type of week, that type of after All-Star break season. So I'm taking Jacob Poeltl in the Mavs against the 76ers. I'm taking Reggie Bullock. He's hit a first basket, I think, once the whole season. Why not? Let's take him there. Then for the Spurs and Pacers, I'm taking Bates Diop. Again, somebody's going to have to score. He doesn't score much, but again, it's been that type of season after the All-Star break. So I'm taking him there. And then for the Clippers Warriors, I'm taking Looney. So that's the BS parlay. Jacob Poeltl, Reggie Bullock, Bates Diop, and Looney. Who knows? I think I threw like 20 cents to win over $3,000 on that parlay. Who knows? The way it's been going, it's probably going to hit. In terms of my straight up picks for the Raptors against the Wiz, I'm going with Porzingis. Again, no surprise. And I'm going to take OG there. OG Obanobi. I don't even know how to say his name, but OG. I'm taking Porzingis and OG in the Raps-Wizards game. Then for the Sixers and Mavs, I'm going square here. I'm taking Embiid if he plays. And then I'm taking Luka. Again, two guys that are going to be ball dominant, going to have the ball in their hands, and are probably going to score the first basket for their respective teams. Pacers and Spurs. I'm going with Miles Turner. Again, I'm banking on him. I'm kind of banking on him in this game. And then I'm going to be going with Jeremy Shohan. He's made the first basket when these teams played before. And I'm banking on him maybe to do it again. So Turner and Sohan in that game. Then for the last game, Clippers and Warriors, I'm going to go with Zubac, who I kind of forgot about. He actually hit the first basket a few games ago. When he came back, I kind of forgot about him because I did make money with him last year in the first basket. So, I'm taking him here, and I'm also taking Kawhi. So Zubac and Kawhi straight up picks for the Clippers-Warriors game. Again, Raptors, Wiz, Porzingis and OG, 76ers and Mavs, Embiid and Luka, Pacers and Spurs. We're going with Miles Turner and Sohan, and then Zubac and Kawhi for that Clippers-Warriors game. Again, guys, greatly appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new followers all those new followers on Twitter at Manny Fresh Bets. Make sure you're following me there. I usually post some extra picks there, extra parlays. Haven't been doing it as much. This week's been kind of crazy at work, so I can't step away from my laptop. But make sure you're following me. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciate all the support. I know it's been a rough couple of days after this All-Star week. We hit 4 straight up picks two nights ago. Let's see if we can cash these again. It's just been tough. My suggestion is, if you got a particular feeling about a player, pick them. Maybe even throw a few dollars on these long shot guys because they keep hitting. I'm probably gonna do that in a couple of times because they just keep hitting and nothing's normal anymore. It's going crazy. But again, guys and ladies, greatly appreciate all the support. Hopefully we hit these. I'll try to have some extra parlays like double-doubles, triple-doubles, points, assists, rebounds parlays coming up on the weekend. This week has just been crazy at work, so I haven't been able to do anything in terms of that. So again, greatly appreciate it. If you took the time to watch this video at its entirety, please smash the like button. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. Go follow me on Twitter at Manny Fresh Bets. Let's cash these. Hope you guys stay safe. God bless, and we will talk soon.